Now, if you own a 10 to 15-year-old Chevy, you probably know that they have some rust issues. Now, if you have gone to repair that rust issues, let's say in the center section of the frame, you might find that your evap canister bracket is also no good. So this is actually the canister, that's the bracket. You can see that they rust through pretty easily. So today we're going to be taking a look at a kit we have to replace this rusted and broken bracket. So let's take a look. So here we have the old bracket, and as you can see, this was our bracket. I mean, it's just falling apart. Here we've already cut it off to do some rust repair, so we knew this bracket wasn't going to work. Now, being that we don't know Chevy trucks like we know Jeeps, I don't know if they changed evap canisters over the years and dimensions in any way. So what we're going to do is we'll take some dimensions off of this so you can check yours to those dimensions and see if it will work for you or not. Now, what you can do is there are some part numbers. I don't know if you'll be able to read that on camera. There's some part numbers on the, what is, I believe, the top here. 152-399-33 is that top part number. So that may help you to decide. Now, there's not a whole lot of key dimensions on this. The first key dimension for our bracket is going to be for, you will need to retain this piece from this hole to this face here, roughly around 11 5/16 to the center of that to this far face. The size of this piece here, right at 4 inches by about 8.5 inches. So if your evap canister looks like this, meets those rough dimensions, then there's a good chance that this kit should work for you. So now we can't remake this bracket. This bracket is stamped. We don't have a press nor the $100,000 worth of tooling that would take to do that. So we had to take a little bit different approach at it. So what we've got is this is going to be the main piece of the bracket. This actually goes like that. Goes here, and we will, again, and your kit will come with hardware to bolt these in. So basically, like I said, we'll retain this piece, use that piece, and it'll fit in like this. There's now an additional strap that'll go over the evap canister to then secure it to this new piece. So pretty simple. Now, one thing though that has changed with this when we go and mount it, and we'll get under the truck here in a second and actually mount this one, and I can give you some dimensions there. Now, the way this was mounted before, the evap canister was a little bit offset from where it was welded to the actual frame rail. So if you're following our other videos where we're saying, hey, mark out where this piece here is welded, you're going to actually have to offset this bracket towards the front by about 3/4 of an inch. So because this is now closer, this one is actually pushed back away from that piece. So you'll actually have to offset that 3/4 of an inch. But let's get under the truck and we'll show you there and give you some rough dimensions for you to use. So under the truck here, of course, we've already done our repair. We've ground off some primer, went ahead and primed it. The old bracket used to be right around in there, almost in line with this gas line above it. However, our new bracket is going to be offset towards the front about 3/4 of an inch. Now, if I go and I measure off this cross member here, I'm going to go ahead and put a line right at 18.5 inches off of this cross member. Now this is on an extended cab truck. Another truck might be a little bit different, but that is where it is for this one, which basically then puts this, and I'm going to line this side of the bracket up with that mark right about there. Put it up about 1/4 inch off of the bottom here, enough to get a good weld. There's quite a bit of play in this. Everything that connects to it is semi-flexible, so it's not real critical as far as the location. We get it right where we want it. We'll basically make sure that this is parallel with the bottom. Set our spacing there, and we'll keep moving it around while we try to hold it. The light being on the other side would have helped. All right, so now it's tacked in place, and we can go ahead, we'll solid weld it across the bottom, and then that will set our new location for our Evap Canister skid plate. Not skid plate, bracket. I make too many skid plates. If you have any questions, comments, you can leave them here in this video. If you're looking for this kit, you can find them on taboocustoms.com. We will put a link to this kit in the description below. So check us out.